Hey Sergio, it's Oceana. I'm just here to show you a few things real quick in this video that I think that are going to be very helpful for you if you decide that you'd like to get away from Home Advisor and or grow your business, maybe hire on a couple more people, etc. Let's just jump right in. The first thing is your Home Advisor page looks great to begin with. You've got some really good reviews, which is fantastic. I kind of glanced over them a little bit and saw that your customers are happy, so that's great. But you don't have a website, of course, as you know already. So why might you want to be why might you want to have your own website instead of just depending on Home Advisor? Well, a website can show up on this page. I'm sure you're familiar with Google. So Riverside Concrete, I typed that in. The reason I chose this exact keyword is because of this page over here. I did some research in the area and I found that 100 people a month are searching Riverside Concrete. And that's an average. And then it's got a keyword difficulty. So basically a competition score of 0, which means it's very low competition to show up for this keyword. So that's great. And there's also other ones that are really good that would totally work. Concrete Contractors Riverside, California, for example, has 80 people searching for it each month. And so these are actually some really good keywords here. That's why I reached out. That's why I'm reaching out to concrete contractors in the Riverside area because I know there's definitely demand there, and my team could help whoever wants to take up that demand and work it. We have the skills to get them basically in front of the people looking. So this is how. Here is the map pack. So how we get into the map pack is with what's called citations and Google My Business. So I wasn't able to find a Google My Business for you. There might be one out there and I just wasn't able to find it. But if you don't have one, you'll want to go to this website here. And really you can just type in, you don't have to type in this part, you can just type in the google.com/business and that'll show you this page. And what I would do is click Manage Now, type in your business name, and then start giving it all the information to add your business to Google. So that'll give you the ability to show up on this page in this section, which is always right at the top. So if you can end up in the top 3, that's going to increase the amount of people that come to your website by quite a bit, which is one of the ways that we can get people calling you and increase that revenue, right? Okay, so to get up here, you don't just have to make one of those uh, uh, profiles, right, with Google. You also have to do something to show Google that your profile is the one that needs to be up here in this, because there's plenty that are not on this first page. Here are all the other ones that were not the winners, and there are more pages. But we do know how to get you up into this space, and that is with citations. So citations are anywhere that your name, address, and phone number, which is listed the same exact way as it's listed here in this listing. Okay, so basically every time that you add your name, address, and phone number to a directory somewhere on the internet like Yelp, Yext, City Star, White Pages, there are thousands. Every time that you add your information in there, it's a vote of confidence telling Google you really do serve this area. And that's going to help you seem more credible, more legitimate, and more relevant, and that's going to help push you up here. And like I said, if you end up in the top 3, you're on this first page. This one here, I'm not really counting because it's an ad, which does have its time and place. There's potential to run ads if you want to do that. And actually, I do believe, I'm not going to guarantee it, but I do believe I could get you cheaper leads through ads than you're currently getting them through WebAdvisor. And what's nice about ads is you can turn them on and off, just kind of like with Home Advisor, but then they're exclusive. So they're not also calling a bunch of different contractors unless they're going out and finding other contractors themselves. Okay. And then down here we've got the organic search results. So this one right here is the first that comes after the map pack, and we call it the #1 organic result. And it'll get approximately 30% of all of the visits on this page. And then this one down here will get about 20%, and then the rest of them kind of share the rest. So out of the 100 people that are coming to this page here, about 30 of them are going to click on this Yelp link right here, and then about 20 of them are going to click on this link right here. So Brian Materials Group, they're the ones that are showing up in this second position. I'm not going to compare you to this one because it's yelp.com, so it wouldn't really make any sense. It's a directory, but this guy is going to be a local competitor of yours. So if I go into their site, I can look at it and think with a critical mind, what is it that they're doing right? Because they're doing something right, because they're showing up on the front page of Google. You don't do that on accident usually. So what is it that they're doing correctly that we could also do to show up on that first page? And then what is it that they're maybe not taking advantage of that they could be? Okay, so first of all, if this were your web page, I'd say you need to add a click to call phone number. So make sure if you do add a website, you put one up. Even if you do one on your own, it's not too difficult. Add a big phone number right here that someone can click on. And, oh, that was weird. Why did that happen? Anyways, that must have been a button. But anyways, that'll make it a lot easier for people to call you when they're on their mobile phone, which more than half of the people that are exploring websites nowadays are doing it on their phones. Okay, so then there's that, and then there's content. How many words are on the page, and do they accurately describe like what they do? So when you're creating your own website, you want to make sure you have what you do, where you do it, how you do it, the materials you use. Really talk about your work and put on there the things that your customers would want to know, because Google is just trying to basically be the glue in between the searcher, the person with questions, and the person with the answers, which is you. So then also, not just the words on the page, which we're definitely going to want to include lots more words on your website than this. They're kind of just doing the bare minimum, but that's why that keyword difficulty or competition score was so low, is because they're not doing a whole lot. So, but that also means they're easily overtaken. So we don't want to just beat them by a little bit. We want to go just a little further than a little bit, right? Okay, and then finally this thing right here, save image as. So if I right click on an image, click save image as, I can see that this was saved as 2018-07 BMG. So that's what I would call a missed opportunity. What you can do when you create your own site is you can actually save your images as key phrases that people are actually typing into Google. And what phrases are those? Those are right here. The Riverside concrete contractors, Riverside, California, the things that people are actually typing in each month. And what that'll do is make you very relevant when someone types that in, because you've got it in your content, and you've got it in your images, and so Google's going to go, oh, well, they're obviously looking for that because it's got that all over their site. And then this is Ahrefs again. This is the same tool that I used for my Keyword Explorer to find those keywords. But this one is, I'm using it for its Site Explorer. And I put in your competition's website here, and I'm taking a look at their metrics. So there's a few very important ones here. First of all, the UR score is like trust with Google. How much credibility do you have? And this is for their page that I put in here. So specifically this Riverside concrete one. And then their DR score is their trustworthiness score on their whole website. So we're going to want to do better than them on this. And how we do that is with backlinks and referring domains. So first we want to make sure we've got the content on the site and that it presents professionally. But then you want to make sure that you're adding enough power to the website. And I know that's probably a foreign concept, but this is basically how it works, right? So you want lots of backlinks and referring domains from credible sites. I'll explain that. Backlinks are any link that are going from another website back to yours, and a referring domain is just any website that has one of those links or more on it. So for this page at least, these guys have 3 different websites pointing to this website or this web page a total of 4 times. For their whole website, here we go. they've got, in order to get this DR score of 19, there we go. They've got 78 different websites pointing to their site, a total of almost 500 times. Now, this is kind of fun. So what I can do is I can click on the referring domains and see what websites are pointing to them. So if you wanted to rank your website, you can go through here and actually check out each of these sites that are pointing to them and see if any of them will do that for you as well. A lot of times it's as easy as asking, like local.yahoo.com. All you'd have to do is probably just put your information in as a citation, like what we were talking about with maps, and they'll also include a link to your site, which then passes that power over. What's nice is it's got an 87 trust score, that DR score that we were talking about earlier for their whole site, and that is what kind of is the voting factor when it comes to passing that power over to your site. So you want to go out and get any that you can that they have, and then also go out and find other websites, basically to share your message, to talk about what you do, but mostly to vote your website to the top of Google results. So that is how you end up getting lots of people to your site. And then once people are on your site, you can you can show them pictures before and after your work, with a big click here to call, and that will actually keep you busy. It'll be consistent growth, is that's the word I was looking for, consistent growth, and that's really nice. So if you'd like assistance with any of this, or if you know somebody who would like assistance with this, I'd be happy to sit down and chat about business goals and see if a partnership makes sense moving forward. But I wanted you to have this information so that you can do something with it if you chose to. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.